What's up, everybody? This is Charles. What's up, everybody? This is Charles coming back to you guys with a new video. Today, I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day weekend and discuss some of the upcoming releases that are coming out this weekend. Number one, we have the new Kill Team box set, which is the Phobos Space Marines versus the new Traitor Guard, which I'm actually very excited for. In my previous video, I mentioned that I'm kind of on the fence about getting the Traitor Guard myself. I'm hoping and praying that we get a full kind of release for them, maybe a whole range release, which would be nice and amazing. I would love to see some new Traitor Guard tanks and artillery. I can imagine seeing like a Baneblade or a Storm Surge or some kind of Rhino, just like some kind of troop transport, just all decked out in some Traitor Guard or Traitor Chaos decorations and symbols. Maybe have some like flayed humans on the side of the tanks, or some kind of like chaos script or scriptures on the side, a la the word bearers, which would be pretty freaking awesome. I'm not exactly sure if Games Workshop has announced whether or not they're doing a full range release for the Traitor Guard. My impression, based off of what Games Workshop has shown us so far, is that they're probably waiting to see whether or not this whole Kill Team box actually sells well. I know a lot of people have been looking for and wanting Traitor Guard, so in my opinion, you can't go wrong with getting the Traitor Guard. So I personally see that as a huge advantage, a huge payday for Games Workshop if they were to release a full range of Traitor Guard. Additionally, guys, don't forget that this weekend, the individual sets for the new Chaos Knights and the new War Dogs, as well as the new Chaos Knights Codex, and the dice and data cards are also dropping this upcoming weekend. Now, I'm on the East Coast of the United States, so that's 1 o'clock Eastern Time here in the U.S., if you guys are anywhere else, I would recommend to just check your release schedules online with gamesworkshop.com or call your local shop just to confirm when your release is going to be. Hopefully everybody is able to pre-order and get what they are hoping to get this upcoming weekend. I myself am planning to go to my local Games Workshop this weekend, probably on Sunday. I'm just going to pick up some paint and a box of skulls for decorations on the basing of my units and everything. I also have a little side project that I talked about last video in regards to my Sonic the Hedgehog versus Mortal Kombat crossover. Kind of wanted to make that a little bit more bloody and a little bit more detailed, kind of leaning more towards the Mortal Kombat side of things. So once I pick all of that up, I'm actually going to begin assembling said diorama. I do plan on making a video to show you guys all of the different materials that I have gathered over the course of time to make that diorama, so please look forward to that video. Not sure when I'm going to get around to making that video. There's a lot of stuff that I ordered with that. Might be in a little bit of a doghouse for that with the wife. But she's seen everything I've ordered, so it should be fine. Just a real quick here, little model preview of what I have been working on and what I have created over the past couple of days, past couple of hours. Number one is a Smash Swig. I love these guys. Most recently, I played these guys up against my brother-in-law, who is playing the horrible blue-faced, oh my god, I want to kill them, and they suck, and God, please let them be purged from the freaking 40k universe as soon as possible. I hate the Tau. I'm just going to throw it out there right now. If you're a fan of the Tau, this channel is not for you. Okay, I'm just saying it now. I hate the Tau. They're nothing but Mobile Suit Gundams with pilots with blueberries in the middle. Okay, that's all the Tau are. You can tell me I'm wrong. I don't really give a shit. Please, by all means, call me a piece of shit in the comments. I don't care. I hate the Tau. These guys are amazing. They move very fast. You can get them clear across your combat board pretty quickly and get them into melee combat very, very fast. The great thing about that is that I do believe their attacks are 4 apiece. Now, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that. And I just had a lot of fun painting this guy. Took me a little bit of time. But overall, I'm really happy with the way he came out. I'm really happy with Games Workshop making these guys. I'm even thinking about picking up another set of these guys at some point, just to have like a full-on, just like bull rush army going straight at whoever I'm playing against. Again, I've only put these guys up against the Tau, and that's the only army that my brother-in-law currently has, where I have, last I checked, 4 armies. And let's do the math on that, guys, real quick. Sisters, Death Guard, Orks, Chaos Space Marines. Yeah, 4. So, again, I would love for my Orks to go up against a different army at some point. I'm trying to get my best friend into playing Warhammer 40k as well. And he is interested in playing my Sisters of Battle. So Orks versus Sisters of Battle, that I think would be a lot of fun. The Sisters of Battle, I personally have not played my Sisters of Battle army very much. I have played them, and against my brother-in-law, and again against the Tau, and they did okay. I definitely think I need to pick up those Paragon war suits at some point to supplement out my Sisters of Battle army. I know there's the Celestians, I believe they're called, and they have those shields and power maces. They're kind of like your frontline infantry kind of units for the sister, where they kind of protect your HQ/warlord. Thinking about picking them up. And the other one I've really been wanting to get, have not gotten it yet, but when thinking about putting it on my Christmas list and also on maybe my birthday list, and my birthday is coming up, I believe that model is the Triumph of St. Catherine. Now, you guys probably all know the Triumph of St. Catherine is like one of those huge diorama-esque kind of models. It's a very much a centerpiece model. But I would love to get that, and again, paint it in the Order of the Bloody Rose color scheme for the Sisters of Battle. So that's what I am leaning towards getting for my Sisters of Battle army to eventually supplement it. But I'm also working on my Orks, and I do personally, I love my Orks. I think they're going to become my primary army. Again, with the Death Guard army that I have as well, I'm thinking about supplementing that army with the new Chaos Demons that are forthcoming. I think they're the Greater Possessed. I think there's a few new models there. They showed them off at Warhammer Day, and I forget the name of those models. So again, I apologize for that. Okay, on to, again, with my Orks, on to the next one here. And again, this is the Smash Swig. Now, the Smash Swig, as you guys can see clearly there, he has that little metal head on the front of him. He's a bit more powerful than your regular Ork boy on the Squig. I personally am a huge fan of this guy as well. Nice melee damage, has plenty of attacks. I believe I think he's 6 wounds, maybe 4 wounds. I'm not 100% sure. I love this boy. This boy was a lot of fun to paint as well. Just did a lot of the Mephiston Red. I think I did a little bit of shading with the Caribou Crimson. There's a little bit of pink around the head there, just because I wanted to make it look as if it's like really pressing. I wanted basically the metal piece on the top there to look as if it's pressing down on his Squig's head, and there's you can tell that the Squig is like feeling the pressure of that plate. Like he's like I want to let me at him. I'm mad, dude. And the guy, of course, riding him. I mean, he looks like he's like ready to go straight into somebody and rip somebody's head off. So I'm a fan of this model. I'm not gonna lie. I think the sculpting on this model, I think the way he's posed, and I think it's a cool model. I'm a fan of these. as a new player to the Orks, I gotta say I think this guy looks pretty damn fun. He was a lot of fun and very easy to paint too, guys. So if you're getting new into painting, I would say the Orks are a good one to start out with. If you make mistakes, you make mistakes, and they're the Orks. They're supposed to look dirty. They're supposed to look grimy and scummy. So if you're not very confident in patching up or repainting some of your mistakes, it might be good to have the Orks. I personally, when I started, was not very good with painting it myself, and I played and started with the Death Guard. And the reason I started with the Death Guard is, they're the Death Guard. They're like the zombie army of the 40k universe. So anything that I did that was a mistake, I could justify it by saying, well, that's just like a blood spot or rot or torn cloth or a bullet wound or disease, what have you. You can justify it. If it looks bad, and that's the other thing I'm going to get to in a minute, guys. Finally, I just want to show off my Heartsod Scarland, I believe his name is, the Beast Rider on the Great White Squig. This guy was announced back when they did the whole Squig box set announcement. He is amazing. I love this guy. I must say that when I threw this guy in against my brother-in-law and the tail, this guy ripped him a new one. All right, you guys, if you have a Ork army, I would highly recommend this guy in your army. You can't go wrong with him, okay? He's amazing to have. I believe the reason why I say this is the jaws, all right? This model with the jaws can attack, and I think he only gets 4 attacks per his profile. But if he scores a hit, and I want to say it's on a 6+, if you score a hit on a 6+ with this, he does like 3 mortal wounds. Now, you might not think 3 mortal wounds, okay, I mean, that's not a whole lot, depending on how many wounds a certain model has. True. However, having put him up against the Tau and their stealth suits and their other plasma rifle strike team units, and forgive me again, I forget the name of those units, this guy took out at least 3 or 4 of my brother-in-law's stupid little shield drones that apparently can protect the Tau, and you can allocate wounds to those models to protect your other larger Tau units. So when I got this guy into melee combat against the Tau, he did a great job just popping off all of those freaking Tau shield units and shield drones, leaving open for my Squig Riders and my Smash Squig to come in later and take out the heavier cannon dudes. Also, with those shield drones taken out, I had, I believe, my kill cannon fire into his units, and because of the amount of damage, I believe that does a D3 damage. Because of that, and the DACA, DACA is amazing with the Orks, by the way, guys. I was wiping the floor with them. It was great. I personally am loving the Orks. Can't wait to paint more of these guys. And finally, with my Orks, I'm going to show off. I'm sure you guys have all seen this on Forge World. This is my squiggoth. Yeah, I know. I'm showing off at this point a little bit, but this thing is amazing. I want you guys to see the cannon here, so hopefully I'm getting a good shot of that. I think I am. Yeah, there's the cannon. There's the Squiggoth's face right there. It looks pretty freaking awesome. So I am going to say this. I know a lot of people on some of the other channels that I follow and some of the other videos that I follow aren't real big fans of Warhammer 40k's lineup of materials from Forge World. And that's mainly because Resin. Okay, fair point to them. I'm going to concede that argument. Resin sucks. The reason I say resin sucks is because you got to wash it, you got to clean it, you got to dry it. You gotta sometimes get rid of the mold lines. You gotta be very careful how you clip out the pieces. You gotta use super glue, and it's just a bitch and a half to put some of these models together. Sometimes it's hard to get the pieces to stick together, depending on the super glue that you use. And then if you get super glue on your fingers, forget it. Which I have had happen to myself building, I want to say it's a Death Core of Krieg. I actually started building some of those models back in the day. Loved them, and I loved the style of the Death Core of Krieg. Super gluing those bastards together was hard. It was not an easy going of it. And having to super glue, 100 some plus models to make a full-on army? No one wants to sit there and do that. So again, that goes into Games Workshop releasing the plastic version of the Death Core of Krieg against the Orks in that Kill Team box set. So again, I think with Forge World, you're going to see, justifiably so, which Chapter Master Valrak and Kurioth and Luton and a whole bunch of others have stated. Even miniwargaming.com and everything. I think that everybody has pretty much said that Forge World is going to start leaning, and Games Workshop in general is going to start leaning towards more and more plastic versions of popular models, which is great. I think a lot of people will get back into the hobby or enjoy the hobby even more if some of their favorite units are being transferred over to plastic. How long that's going to take? Well, that's Games Workshop. They have their own set of priorities and own timetables, but hopefully we'll see that soon with everything getting some kind of plastic version. There's still a lot of stuff to roll out this year. Again, guys, we have next month in June, we have the Skulls of the Skull Throne, Blood for the Blood God, Skulls for the Skull Throne, video game announcements by Games Workshop. There's going to be, of course, a large sale on the games up on Steam. I would highly recommend you guys take a look at that. My personal favorite games, I think you guys should definitely take a look at. Definitely Dawn of War. Dawn of War 1, Dawn of War 2. Please do not play Dawn of War 3. That will kill your love of Warhammer. I personally am a fan of Warhammer Inquisitor Martyr. I actually have that game for my PS4, now PS5. Enjoyed playing it. It's kind of Diablo-esque. It does get repetitive, but the story is amazing. So would recommend you guys check that out if you're into, getting into a single-player Warhammer 40k experience. But again, you're going to be playing that for the story, not the gameplay. In my personal opinion, the gameplay may have improved. I have not played it in a while, so I don't really know. You can take my opinion with a grain of salt. I will also say Warhammer 40k Demon Hunter Chaos Gate is pretty damn good. I've played a little bit of that on my PC, just as a little demo of it. I enjoyed it. I'm hoping and praying that does come to PS5 at some point. And finally, I believe one of my other favorite games that's still out there, might be a little difficult to find. I haven't seen it in the PlayStation Store, but I'm sure you could if you just put it into the search criteria. This one, it's hard to justify buying this one. If you're into shooters and you want more of that Warhammer 40k universe, this game is very immersive into the 40k universe. And okay, I'm going to get to this. It's Space Hulk Deathwing. Now, I know. Space Hulk Deathwing, when I got it, was fun for a bit. The single-player experience makes it kind of difficult, though. If you're on your own and you're controlling the other AI units, it's not the best of times. They can be clumsy. They may not listen to your commands. They take a while to listen to your commands, the other AI units that come with you. I think including you, I think there's 3 units in total. So it's not the best. However, there is a lot of customization in regards to what your specific unit looks like. There's a lot of customization in regards to the weapons. And overall, it's a very cool experience going into a Space Hulk and just being immersed in a Warhammer 40k Space Hulk / spaceship. So, check it out if you want to. It might be fun for you guys to do. Not necessarily saying you should pick it up. It might actually be on the cheap with the PlayStation Days of Play sale. So check it out if you can. And then finally, I just wanted to say this to you guys. I'm never going to be judgmental to you guys leaving comments. I hope you guys do leave comments if you do watch this video. I really would appreciate you guys' input on any of my models that I show off while doing this. If you have any critiques, any advice, any suggestions for other color schemes that you would like to see me try, I would appreciate it. I would love to hear what you guys think and your feedback. I would love to hear what you guys think where Games Workshop is going towards the end of this year. I'm personally excited for the World Eaters to come out, and I think they're going to be coming out relatively soon. I think there's going to be an announcement sometime next month or sometime towards the end of this year. I don't think Games Workshop is going to give us a solid release date, but we're only into June, and it still leaves a good solid half of the year, guys, for them to show off what else is coming. Now, as a fan, I really want Demon ANGRON. Demon ANGRON, I think, has to be huge, though. If they do a Demon ANGRON's got to be the biggest model that Games Workshop's ever done. Period. End of discussion. There's no ifs, ands, ors, buts about it. Just ANGRON is an absolute legend. He's an absolute beast in both the books and the lore overall. I mean, this guy, he's one of the last Primarchs to be taken out at the Battle of Terra. Now, before we go here, guys, remember, we're still 2 more books to go in the Siege of Terra. Now, I've seen other people, and shout out to Chapter Master Valrak again, say, hey, I think Games Workshop and Black Library in general is going to change the lore to where when Sanguinius is defending the Eternity Gate, it's no longer going to be Sanguinius versus a greater Chaos Demon. It's going to be Sanguinius versus ANGRON. And Sanguinius breaks ANGRON. I can see that happening. I personally want to see that happen because it would explain away Sanguinius's fatigue when he gets on board the Vengeful Spirit and takes on Horus before Horus takes on the Emperor. Let's wait and see. I hope that's the case. I am hoping to do a lore breakdown and summary of the next 3 books in the Siege of Terra series. I know Chapter Master Valrak, again, a shout out to him, has videos of the summaries. So if you guys are following along on the Siege of Terra, I highly recommend checking his videos out. He does a great job on that. Yeah, and that's it for now, guys. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Hit me up here on the channel in the comments if you guys want to, talk about future releases and future events that are coming out. And I will talk to you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye.